Running a half marathon is no easy feat. There's the training time, the planning, the actual runs, not to mention how you even go about training for it. How many runs should you be doing? How quickly should you build them up? How fast should you be running? What should the runs even be focused on? Well, worry not, because all your questions are about to be answered, and in this video I'm going to give you 5 steps that you can take to run further, run faster, and leave you in a position where you can smash out a half marathon at any given point. By the way, first of all, in case you're wondering why I'm filming at the beach, it's because this bin is my usual turning point on any given run, and it's actually the turning point that I used running my first ever half marathon. Secondly, if you haven't already watched the 7 running essentials video from a couple of weeks back, I would definitely make sure to watch that to give you a few pieces of equipment that you'll definitely find useful. Now, step 1 of 5 is pretty simple, and that is just run for time rather than distance, at least to start. Something that I see a lot is people stressing about how far they're running and trying to beat their time every single week. But when working towards a half marathon, this isn't what we want. Running for time will stop you stressing about speed and allow you to focus on maintaining a consistent, slow, steady pace that you can maintain throughout the whole run. I'm going to give you some more specific tips on how fast you should be running in step 4, but for now, make sure your longer runs are focused on maintaining a slow, steady pace that you can keep for the duration of the run. When it comes to how long you should be running for, I'm going to assume that you can run 20 minutes or more at a slow and steady pace. And if that's the case, I would start with 20 to 30 minutes and add 5 to 10 minutes every 1 to 2 weeks, depending on experience levels, how hard you're actually finding the runs, and also how long you've got till the actual half marathon. Step number 2 is that I would be running twice a week as a minimum. Now, most people will be able to build up to a half marathon with just 1 run a week, but adding 2 is going to allow you to do it way more optimally. The second session that you'll do each week is the slow, steady, longer run that I talked about previously. The goal of this run is to build up a base of fitness in running and build up the time that you're on your feet when running. As mentioned previously, I would add 5 to 10 minutes every 1 to 2 weeks, building up until around about a 10k when I'd probably start to look at distance over time. With the first session of the week, you're going to be doing intervals. Intervals are focused on speed, running faster, and improving your VO2 max. In simple terms, this is the maximum amount of oxygen your body can use. And improving this means your body can use oxygen more effectively, making you a faster, better runner. There's many different ways of doing intervals, but to start with at least, I would look at doing these for time. You could start with something like 60 seconds fast, 60 seconds recovery, times 10 to 15 reps, which would be a total of 20 to 26 minutes if my maths is right. And you could build to 75 seconds, 90 seconds, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes, and go from there. As I said, intervals are going to be good to include in your program to increase speed, and I generally try to keep these around about the 30-minute mark, though make sure you're getting a good warm-up and cool-down before and after as well. Little side note in case you're wondering why the sessions are put in that order, with intervals first and the longer run second, is because it's going to allow you to maximise speed in that first session, and your legs are going to be fatigued going into the second session, so you're going to be a little tired, exactly like it will be on the day of running your half marathon. Number 3 is gym work. This is something that I've talked about a lot in previous videos, so I won't go into too much depth with it, but in an ideal world, I'd be looking to hit the gym 3 times a week. You could do 3 full body sessions, or my personal preference would be upper lower full body, but you want to focus on compound exercises, getting stronger and tracking your numbers. FYI, if you need some help with this, then drop me a message. The goal of gym sessions is going to be to get you stronger, prevent injuries, while also allowing you to keep muscle and look good from a body composition point of view. Number 4 is knowing that running slower equals running better. Now, I've run a sub 20 minute 5k, and the majority of my runs I'll run between 6.5 to 7 minutes per k pace. This is what's called my zone 2 pace, and although it feels very slow, this is the key to getting faster. If you don't already, zone 2 is one of 5 heart rate zones, and it's approximately 60 to 70% of your maximum heart rate. I'll talk about this a little bit more in a future video and how to work out your own heart rate zones, but think of your running like building a pyramid, because I'm unbelievably good at DIY. The taller you want the pyramid to be, aka the faster you want to run, the wider the base of the pyramid needs to be as well. And this is exactly what running slow and building your aerobic base does. Aerobic simply means with oxygen, anaerobic means without oxygen. As I said, I'm going to be covering this more in depth in a future video, but for now I'm going to keep it simple and use a scale of 1 to 10. If 10 was you flat out sprinting and running as fast as you could, and 1 was you walking, then your slower, steadier runs want to be sitting around a 2 to a 4 in regards to effort levels. Now, I know, this seems very, very slow. You're worried that you're going too slow, that people are looking at you, that you're being judged, but this is going to be the key to running faster long term. It sounds silly, but trust me, it will work. Ask my clients, they'll tell you. Finally, step 5 is stop comparing. You might know by now that I love a quote, and when it comes to comparison, there's only one quote that stands out, and that's that it's the thief of joy. You comparing yourself to friends, to people you see on social media, to people on Strava, and people who have been running longer than you is bringing you down. Focus on where you are today, where you want to be in 3 to 6 months' time, and what you have to do today and tomorrow to be able to get there. Looking at other people and beating yourself up because you can't run as far or as fast as them won't do you any good. It should be you versus you, always. Be consistent, do your runs, hit the gym, eat well, and the progress will come. Now, there we have it. That's 5 steps that's going to help you smash out a half marathon on any given day of the week. But since we're such good friends by this point, I'm going to give you a 6th. And again, it's very simple. Get it booked. The reality is, you're never going to feel ready, but booking that half marathon is going to give you a time frame that you can work towards and a specific goal. Side note, I like to book mine abroad because it's always a good excuse for a holiday. I hope this video helps. Make sure to check out the others, and if you'd like any help with anything I've gone through in this video, then hit the link below to apply or drop me a message. Over and out. Scenes.